The Aztec city is north of here. The Spanish are laying siege.
If we help the Aztecs, perhaps they'll tell us the location of the Lake of the Moon. What of the Turks?
They're beaten. We killed most of the survivors in the jungle, and the Spanish captured the rest.
Kill it, please!
Pure white. I've never seen such a thing.
I have. On the walls of the caves in Malta. I do not like this. This new world holds many dangers.
Does this animal mean the Circle of Ossus is in the new world?
I fear so. And if the Circle seeks the Lake of the Moon, we must beat them to it. Prepare the men. The Aztec city is deep in the jungle. We'll have to cut our way through.
Mission. Become a picture.
The Spanish dogs have imprisoned some Aztecs to mine gold for them.
Shabar. Shabar.
One of the freed prisoners has shown us the way to the Aztec village. We must construct a trading post and form an alliance with the Aztecs.
Mission. I'm a picture.
Come on, talk. Come on, talk. Zebezunka.
Pedro there. Shabar.
Bon, talk. Come on, go. Orc, go.
Come on, I mean...
We welcome you in our battle against the Spanish.
Our covered wagon has arrived. We must use it to build a town centre near the trading post.
Recht. Ready.
Shishel.
I will send a runner to Tenochtitlan to request an army of Aztec warriors. We must protect the temples in my village until they arrive.
Mission. I'm a take mission.
Hier recht. Iwal, unter.
Ready? Yes. Forster. Forster.
Yes. Heil, yes.
Yes?
Heil, yes.
We must help the Aztecs defend their temples against the Spanish until the large Aztec army arrives.
Ready, yes. Yes. Ready. Ime, yes. Iwal. Iwe. Lion. Hai. Ime, Iwal. Håkaster. Commandement. Richt. Richt. Iwal.
Ready. Wall.
Cool.
Ready. I wall. Commandment.
Commandment. Yes.
Yes. Forster. Kom on, Imen så. Iwal.
Yes. I mener så. Forster.
Hawk.
Yes. Ready.
Commandment. Forster.
Yes. Yes. I mean so.
Yes. Forster.
We can add to our fighting force by freeing the prisoners working on mines outside the village.
Yes. Imen så. Imen så. Iwal. Iwal. Imen så.
Commandment. Avon.
Ready. Lion.
Yes. He would nail. Commandment. Nail.
Yes, I wall.
Teil. Forster.
Commander, yes.
Yes. I mean so. I wall. Commandment. Yes. I wall. I mean so. He will lay on.
Peter Dale, shall you see?
Yes.
Vi kan ju has.
Håkaster.
Cecil. Good shout. I'm a Cecil.
Commandment.
These warriors will help you fight.
Yes. Yes. He whiz. Lay on.
Commandment. Richt.
Date vi kan ju has. Shall you see?
Ready. Lay on. He lay on. Yes. I wall. Yes. Commandment. Lay on. I need a bomb.
Cecil, I'm at the mission. Gabashal, Hamajeshal.
Yes? Yes. I will. Yeah. I mean so. Let me whiz. Leon. Yes, he Leon. He will. Home.
Thank you, stranger. Thank you, stranger.
Come on. Yes. Let me whiz.
Fire. Richt.
Lo voy a hacerlo. Sí, lo haré. A las armas.
Dator, Hama Bikain Juhas. Bikain Gabar.
Yes. Forster.
Ready. Let me whiz. Up Leon. Up Leon. Leon. Avom.
These warriors will
Let
help you
go.
fight.
Bon, there is un.
Yes. Lay on.
Fire.
Shao, Deep Gabar. Shashal, Hama Bikain Juhas. Shao, Hama Bikain Juhas. Yausi.
Comanche. There is unke. There is unke. There is unke.
Ready. Richt. Ready. Richt. Richt.
Yes? He will. Avom.
Come on, ye wall. He will. Avance.
Yes. Ready. Yes. Okay. He will
Fire. Forster.
Bon, there is un. There is un.
Shashal. Shao, Yausi. Shao, Bikain, Hama Bikain Juhas. Shashal, Bikain Juhas.
Ready. Yes. Commandment. Yes. Forster.
Shao, Yausi.
Commandment. Yes.
I mener så. Richt. Fire. Forster.
Shashal Gabar. The Spanish base is too strong to assault with the forces we have
Ready.
now.
Lion.
Ready. I mean so. Let me whiz.
Yes.
You it. Come on, advance, sir. Like US. Sei avanza.
The great Tenochtitlan
Yes, as I
Aztec
knew it.
army will be here soon. We must protect our temples.
Yes. Nay, whiz.
Shout, Zoe Kabar. Shishel.
Zunka.
¿Qué me ordena? Voy a hacer. Sí, a las armas. Sí, al ataque.
Yes, I will. Leon. Avons.
Commandement.
Shout, Karayosi. Shishel, Karayosi. Die Kind, Mama die Mission, Shout, Mama Jeshel.
Preparado. Sí.
Zunka.
Ontne. Zebeok.
Yes.
Omonche Zebeok.
Red, I'm yes. I'm yes.
Come on, the men. Usual.
¿Qué me ordena? Sí.
Ready. Commandment. Yes. Forster.
They avance. They whiz.
Commander, yes, he will. Lion.
Shout, your bar. The bar. Shout, Mama Karayosi.
Ready. They on.
Commandement. Yes. Forster.
Yes. Heil. Unte.
Date or Dale. Look, Shout, Mama Jeshel.
Yes, sir. Avanza. I do it.
Usual. 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 You it. Ready. Imeneso.
Comanche. Zunka.
Come on, ready.
Ontne. Zebeok.
My runner reports the great Aztec army is on its way.
Commandment.
Yes, yes. I'm name. Avons.
Ready.
¿Qué me ordena? Al ataque.
The Aztec army has arrived. Wipe the Spanish from this town.
He wins.
The Spanish are on the run. The village is saved.
Sí.
I don't understand. There's no gold here. What were the Spanish after?
The map.
What map?
You're standing on it.
The Lake of the Moon is in Florida. Send word to Elaine.
So, we have captured not only Aztecs, but a Turk as well. What is an Ottoman doing in the New World?
I have no quarrel with you, Conquistador. All I wanted was a look at an old map.
Si, the Lago de Luna. I saw the map too. My treasure fleet will be stopping in La Florida. Water from this lake of yours will make me a rich man when I return to Spain.
So, you would take the water for yourself? You conquistadors are no better than the Circle.
That old story again.
The Circle has enclaves in Prague and Alexandria, even your precious Spain. Have you not seen the white animals?
Bah, the Circle of Ossus is nothing more than a legend. No match for powder and steel. Put the Turk in the hold with the other prisoners. He will face the fire when we return to Spain.